So he was doing his research there, had a team working with him that ended up focusing on the microcephalin gene. And the microcephalin gene is responsible for brain growth. And he became especially intrigued by this gene because some people seem to have an extra piece of genetic material stuck onto that part of the gene. So it's not just like a different sequencing, but some truly extra stuff is how it basically gets described. And not in technical terms, of course, but, in layman's terms. So he studied this and came to certain conclusions with the type of regression analysis they're able to do on genes and populations. And so he, studied all these different populations around the world and tested for this. And ultimately, what he came up with was that this was introduced to the human population roughly 37,000 years ago. There's a range there, of course, with things like this, but at the midpoint, 37,000 years ago, which of course coincides with when Adam and Eve are said to have arrived. And he talks about how it seems to have a single origin, a single point of origin in the human population. So Adam and Eve basically in these terms counts as single origin, even though it's two people, it's a single source. The MCPH1 variant exhibited positive selection, meaning that it got into the human gene pool quite quickly. And so in the Urantia book, of course, we're learning that Adam and Eve had a mission, which was to go share the genetics with the world. And that's basically what happened, and more or less. And of course, with the stumbles along the way, he identified Mesopotamia as the general origin of this gene variant. And of course, we have from the Urantia book that Adam and Eve showed up there in Mesopotamia off the coast of Syria. And then, of course, we're between the Tigris and Euphrates for the second garden. So all of that aligns.